Good morning and welcome to another day of learning with Miss Tia. Today is Tuesday, April 21. And don't get this confused with the number 12. For 21, the 2 is in the front. For number 12, the 1 is in the front. So today is the 21st of April, Tuesday. All right, let's get started. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kaya. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to McKinley. Good morning, McKinley. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to Stacy. Good morning to you. Good morning and thank you for joining us again today. Alright, so this week we are just reviewing some of our letters this week. So I'm going to hold up a letter and hopefully you are going to be able to identify it at home. Now when I hold it up, I want you to say the letter, the sound that the letter makes, and then the picture that goes along with the sound, the letter, okay? So something that starts with that letter. All right, so the first letter is the letter V. V. It kind of tickles your lips when you make the V sound. V. Like vroom or vulture. V is for vulture. All right. Now for our letter V, we have diagonal lines, okay? They're not straight lines that go up and down, okay? So they're kind of diagonal. So we start at the top and our skyline, and we make our diagonal line down to our grass line, and then back up to our skyline, okay? So two straight diagonal lines, okay? All right, let's move on to our next one. Our next letter is what? What letter is this? It is a Q. The Q makes the qu sound, like a KW put together. Qu for queen, or quiet. Okay, so for our letter Q, we start at the top and we make one big circle all the way down the grass line and back up to the skyline. And then don't forget that little line there that goes through kind of the bottom. Okay, so from the middle to the bottom, just a little line there for Q for queen. All right, our next letter is a letter. What letter is that? Letter L. L is for lion. Now the L makes the O sound. O. Okay? It's not really a la sound. It's not an LA. It's a O for lion. Okay? Because it's not lion, right? It's lion. Okay? So lion, lollipop, lick. Yummy. All right. So L is for lion. So our capital L, we start at the top at our skyline. We make our straight line all the way down to our grass line, and then we make our small line across, okay? Remember, we always start at the top. Okay. All right, our next letter is letter B. B for bunny. And he's blowing bubbles. B is for bunny and bubbles.
Bubbles.
Alright, so for our letter B, we start at the top of the skyline. We make our one straight line down to the grass line. And then we go back up to the top so we can make our curves, okay? So we go back to the top and we make our backward C down to the middle line or the plain line. And then we make another backward C down to our grass line, okay? So we have our letter B. B. Now make sure you're writing down these letters so that you're practicing at home how to write these letters as well as saying them and the sounds that they make, okay? It's very good practice. All right? The next letter is the letter G. G, or G. G like goat. Or gumballs, okay? And his name is Gus the goat. Now for our letter G, again we start at the top and we're going to make a kind of like a C, okay? So you're going to start like you're going to make a C So we make our big curve all the way around, down to our grass line and up to our plane line. And then we make a little line across here at the plane line that kind of goes in, but not all the way across, okay? It stops here in the middle. So we have our big C and then a little line that comes across in the middle, connecting the C with the little line, okay? Remember, don't go all the way across. So G is for goat who eats gumballs. All right, so that's our alphabet practice for this week. We'll do some more letters tomorrow. Hopefully you know all of them by the time we are done in May. All right, so next thing we're going to do is some rhyming words. We're going to do some rhyming words. And I will attach the activity for this as well in the description of the video and the YouTube video. That way you can print it out and help do this at home as well. All right, so I have some words here, and we're going to do some rhyming, okay? So I have the word, let's see, we have dog, tire, cat, bell, flag, jar, and fan. So I'm going to hold up a word, a picture, and you have to try to guess which one it's going to rhyme with. Okay? Remember, our rhyming words, they have a ending sound that is the same. Okay? Like our at words, hat, cat, fat, bat, rat, sat, right? Words that have the same ending sound. The beginning sound is different. The ending sound sounds the same. Okay? So let's do our first example. So I have the word hat. Hat. Does it rhyme with dog? Hat and dog, do they sound the same? No, they don't. What about tire and hat? Do they sound the same? No, they don't. Okay, so let's go down over here to, we have hat and cat. Do they sound the same? Yes, they have the same ending sound. If you take a look, cat ends with AT and hat also ends with AT. So they have the same ending sound, so they rhyme. So yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little thing here, and I'm going to put my hat on here, and I'm going to take my cat, and I'm going to put him on there because those rhyme, okay? So you'll have this that you can print out as well if you would like to follow along with your printable, okay? So I'm going to put this up here because we have our first set of rhyming words. Good job. All right, let's go on to our next one. We have the word star. Star. So the ending sound is R, kind of like a pirate. R, matey. All right, so star. Does it rhyme with dog? Star. Dog. Star. No, they don't have the same ending sound. Let's move on to the next one. How about bell? Star, bell. Does star have an E-L at the end? No, it does not. It has A-R. So we're looking for something that has the same letters at the end as well. Okay, so remember, if you don't hear that they have the same sound, you can always look to see if they have the same ending letters, okay? So what about tire? Star and tire. Do those rhyme? No, they do not, do they? All right, so let's try jar. Star and jar. They kind of sound the same. Let's check and see if they have the same ending letters. A-R and A-R. Yes, they do rhyme. So we're going to put those. I'm going to put this star on here. And then I'm going to take my jar and put it on here because those two rhyme. Okay? And put this up here on our board. Just like. Alright, so we have dog, tire, bell, flag, and fan left. So we have the next word is fire. Fire. So which one do you think at home do you think will match? So I'll give you a minute to take a look and say each of the words and see if you think that it rhymes with fire. So fire rhymes with which one of the words? Fan, flag, bell, dog, tire. Okay, fire, fan. No, they have the same beginning letter, F, but remember, we're looking at whether they rhyme and the ending sound. Okay, So fire, flag, no. Fire, tire, those sound the same. Let's check and see if they have the same spelling at the end. So fire and tire, do they have an I-R-E at the end of both words? Yes, they do. So we have some rhyming words. So tire and fire. So you should be able to hear that ire at the end of both of those, I-R-E. Okay, let's put that up there. All right, we have just a few more left. All right, let's try the word frog. Frog. Which word do you think rhymes with frog? Now remember, go through and say each word with the word frog and see if they rhyme. And then you can go through and check the ending sounds, the letters at the end as well, to double check your work, just to make sure that you're right. So frog ends with O-G, okay? So we have, oh, our very first one up here ends with O-G. Let's say them next to each other. Frog, dog. Hey, they do kind of sound the same, don't they? So I'm going to go ahead and take this off and match it up here. So frog and dog end with O and G. Perfect. And I think you guys are getting this at home. All right, let's put these together here. All right, we have 3 left. So let's try the word can. Hey, we just did a can yesterday in our 3D shapes. Do you remember what 3D shape this is? It starts with a C. It is a cylinder. It is a cylinder. All right, so we have the word can. Does it rhyme with bell, flag, or fan? Can bell, can flag, can fan. Hopefully you're saying the word fan, because when we did our and words, we said can, fan, ran, right? We did all those and words before. All right, so can and fan are rhyming words. Good job. All right, let's do our last, we'll do one more here. So we have the word bag. Is a bag. Does it rhyme with bell or flag? Well, the B here and B here, they have the same beginning sound. But do they rhyme? Bell, bag. No, they don't rhyme. How about flag, bag? Yes, they rhyme. They have the same ending sound, the sound that comes at the end of the word. And they both end with the A and a G. An A and a G. All right, so let's put this on our paper here. So we have flag and bag. Now, if you don't write these, if you don't have where you can print out the activity, you can always write them out, okay? So you don't have to print out. If you don't have a printer, that's fine. Just, you can practice writing the words, okay? So we have, let's go over all of them. So on your paper, you would be writing the matching rhyming words. And they're all pretty short words, so you should be able to write the letters. So we have hat and cat, fire, tire, star, jar, frog, dog, can, fan, bag, flag. All right, good job. All right, good job with the rhyming words. Now you can always practice writing those words down, which is great practice for your writing, because you need to practice writing your letters and recognizing words as well. So, good job. All right, so next thing we're going to do is some math. So you'll need needs a paper and a pencil so you can do some writing, and maybe even some little objects that you can count with, okay? So we've been working on some teen numbers today, okay? So we did 0 through 10, and we did 11, 12, and 20. So now we're going to start working on our teen numbers. They all end with the teen, the same sound. Hey, they're kind of like rhyming words. 13, 14, 15. They all end with that teen, the same sound, okay? So, let's see, where's my, so we have the number 13 is the number 1 and a 3, okay? So I want you to say this along with me at home. So ready? 1, 3, 13. Your turn. 1, 3, 13. Very good. All right, so for the number 13, we put the 1 first, okay? So when we're making our number 1, we're going to start here at the red dot. So we always start at the top, right? I tell you, you're going to hear that lots and lots of times from me. Always start at the top to make the proper letters and numbers, okay? So we start at the top and we make our 1 big straight line down. And then for our 3, we said it was like a backwards C. So we're going to go here at the top. We're going to make our 1 backwards C. We're going to stop. And then we're going to make another backwards C, okay? Connecting the 2. So 1, 3, 13. Very good. All right, so for the number 13, what we're going to do is we're going to count out. So I have some cards here, and they have some little dinosaur eggs. So we're going to count 13, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you 2 different cards, and you tell me which one you think has 13 items on it, okay? So this first one here, go ahead and start counting the dinosaur eggs, starting from the top up here. And make sure you count down here on the bottom as well. And then I'll show you the next one, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is that 13? Probably not, right? 16 is not the same as 13. All right, let's try another one. So we start here at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's our 13. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, we're going to count out the number. Now here's where you can take your blocks. Now if you notice, I want to show you, if you notice here, this whole thing is 10. So if we filled up both of these, there would be 20. So remember when I told you when we're counting anything above 10, we like to group them in tens. And that's going to be very important later on. You'll know why once you start getting into place value. So we grouped 10 here, and then we added 3 more to get our 13. So we have one group of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have one group of 10. This is why it's important to be able to know how to count by tens too. It makes your life so much easier instead of having to count each individual one. All right, so we have our one group of 10, and then we have our 3 individual blocks. So 10, 11, 12, 13. This is where our counting up comes in handy. Makes it so you're a little bit faster. Once you start recognizing 10 and your ones, it's going to make your life so much easier, okay, when you're counting. All right, so we have 13 dinosaur eggs here. Can you find the number 13 here next to it? Where is the number 13? What number, the number 13 comes after what number? What number comes before the number 13? The number 12. So you could look for the number 12. And there's our 13. So I'm going to circle it there, 13. Now we're going to write the number 13. So on your piece of paper, I want you to practice writing the number 13. So remember, we do our 1, so one straight line. And then we do our 2 backward C's. Remember, we make a curve, stop, and a curve, and stop. So here's my curve, stop, and a curve, and stop. All right. The next thing is to tally. Now I'm not sure, I know we've talked about tallies a little bit. A tally is just a straight line, okay? So let me see, we're doing number 13. So here, we do in groups of 5, okay? So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do your 5 across. That way you know it's a group of 5, okay? So we need, how many groups of 5 do you see on this card? You should see 2 groups of 5. So it has the 4 with the 1 across. So we need to make one more. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then remember, we do our diagonal line across for our number 5. Now you should be writing the tallies on your paper as well. You'll definitely be quizzed, or you'll see tally marks a lot as you count things in kindergarten and so on. Okay, they use tally marks a lot. All right, so then we have our 10. So remember, counting by 5, we have 5, and now we have 10. So here's my group of 10. So how many ones do I need to add left? 3. So I'm going to add 3 little marks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So basically we're making one little line for each number, but we're grouping them by 5s here, okay? This one we're grouping by 10s, this one we're grouping by 5s. Just another way to easily count as well. So once you start recognizing that this is 5, it'll make it a little easier for counting as well. All right, so down here, so this is groups of 10s. You can see this little rectangle here with 10 blocks in it, and then the one on the bottom with 10 blocks in it as well. All right, so basically what you're going to do is you can count out your 13 items. So you can use pennies, you can use cereal, you can use dinosaurs, you can use ponies, we can use blocks, whatever you want. We're going to count out 13 things, okay? So, which we kind of already did at the beginning. So I have my 10 here, and then my 3. Oh, it's trying to fly away. So we have a total of 13. So if I put it on the top here, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so 13 total. All right, now we're going to move on to the number 14. Okay, so I told you we're doing the teens. We're only going to do 3 numbers today, and we'll do the rest of them later this week, okay? All right, so we have our number 14. Let me get my 14 out. What does a 14 look like? 14, here we go, ready? It's a 1 and a 4, 14. Now your turn. 1 and a 4 makes 14, okay? All right, so 14, excuse me, we start up at the top, remember, because we have our start with our 1. So we start up at the top, we make our 1 all the way down. And then for our 4, remember we've talked about this before, how we make like the capital L. So there's my capital L, and then we make our lowercase l to connect the two. So 14, all right? So I'm going to show you 2 cards again, and you tell me which one is 14. Now remember, these are in groups of 10, so if the whole thing is full, it's 10. If the whole thing is not full, then you have to count them individually, okay? So you can try counting, so this is 10, and then you can count 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and this would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay? So what number are we looking for? We're looking for the number 14. So is it the top one or the bottom one? It is the bottom one is 14. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on my chart here. So you could go ahead and start counting out your 14 items, or you could start making your number 14. Okay, so where is the 14? We just got done doing the number 13, so the next number is 14. So I'm going to circle my 14 here because it comes after 13. And then you're going to write your number 14. So we have a 1 and our 4. Okay? Now I want you to try to do your tally marks with the 14 tally marks. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here because I already have 14. So remember, these are groups of 5. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But we can also write them, okay? So remember, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. You do your 1 across for 5. Then we go 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 across is 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 14 tally marks, okay? All right, and then down here you can use your blocks to make your 14. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my blocks. So I know this is already a 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many blocks do I need to add to make 14? So I need to add 4 more, right? 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So here I have my 14 blocks, okay? So make sure you make the number 14 with your items as well. All right, good job. Hopefully you are having fun with this, drawing some pictures and numbers and counting out your items. All right, let me go ahead and erase my board here. And we will do our number 15. Number 15. All right, here's our number 15. Number 15 is made out of a 1 and a 5. Ready? 1, 5, 15, right? 15. All right, so our next number we're going to do is number 15. So 1 and a 5 makes 15. Ready? 1, 5, 15. Good job. All right, so you can go ahead and make your 1. Remember, we always start at the top. So we start a red line. We make our number down for our 1. Now the 5, remember this is a little tricky. We don't start over here. We start here. So we're going to make our neck, our belly, and give it a hat for the number 15, okay? Number 15. Put that on here so you can see how to write the number 15. All right, so we're going to count out our dinosaur eggs. All right, so which one has 15 eggs? Which one has 15 eggs? All right, so we know that these have 10, so both of them have the 10, and then we just have to count individually, okay? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and this one has our 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here's our number 15. All right, so number 15, and can you find the number 15 on our chart? Hopefully you're saying that it is next to the number 14. So it should be next to number 14. Since we just did 14, you should know where that is. And there's our 15. All right, then you're going to practice writing your number 15. So we have our 1, remember our neck, belly, and the hat. Okay, now the 15, we're going to have 3 groups of 5. Okay, so it's going to look like this. We have 1, 2, 3 groups of 5 tallies. Okay, so remember we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your line across diagonal. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have 3 groups with 5 tallies in each group. So that's an equal number, right? That you have equal number of tallies in each group. So 5, 10, 15. All right. So then you're going to take your blocks or whatever you're using to count with. And I still have my group of 10. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many do I need to add to that 10 to make 15? Would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 5 more blocks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's my 15, my group of 10 and my group of 5. Now you could even split this into 3 groups of 5. 5, 10, 15. Okay? All right, we're going to stop there with the numbers, and we'll do our other teen numbers tomorrow in another video. So you practice with these numbers, counting with 13, 14, and 15, okay? So you can make your tally marks, you can write your numbers, and you can count out your items, okay? Alright, well thank you for joining us today for another day of learning, and I will see you in our next video. So see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.